Hey everyone! I am JC Paz, and in this video, I'll show you how to take a messy CSV file, clean it with Python, and store it directly into a MySQL database using the powerful XDevAPI. Let's dive right in. We're going to work with a Chipotle order dataset. It comes with messy values like $signs and brackets. Our job is to clean it and insert it into MySQL, but with JSON-style documents instead of traditional tables. Here's what we need: Python with pandas, JSON, and MySQLX connector Python installed, and a MySQL server running that supports DevAPI. From Anaconda Navigator, I am going to open Anaconda prompt. Once open, I am installing pandas and MySQLX libraries with command pip install pandas MySQLX-connector-Python. It will take just a few seconds to install, and we can check that both are available for us to use. Going back to Anaconda Navigator, inside the environments we can see the libraries pandas and MySQLX connector are installed. From Anaconda Navigator, let's launch Spyder. To develop the project, I am going to use Spyder 604 with Python 3.11. Spyder is the IDE to develop Python apps. The first thing is to check that Python can run inside a console and that the libraries can be loaded in the editor. Everything looks fine in the editor with these libraries. The next step is to set up the application. It consists of three main steps that you can see right now on this diagram. In the first step, we will begin showing the kind of file to process with several nans and $signs. In the second step, we show the kind of Python main script to process the file, doing four things: opens and reads the CSV file, cleans and processes the data, removes nulls, formats prices, connects to MySQL via DevAPI, inserts data into a collection. To make a connection to a MySQL server, we use the cnxdb.py file explained in several previous lectures. Please subscribe and visit my channel to learn more about this. At the end of the process, we will have a clean stored document inside the test database, as you can see now. Now let's go to the program. You are seeing the code that does all the work. We begin by importing the necessary modules: MySQLX, JSON, pandas, and our custom session object from CNXDB. We start by loading the CSV file using pandas and printing its data types. Then we drop any rows that have missing or nan values using dropna. Next, we clean up the choice description column by removing the square brackets using string replacement. This makes the text easier to read. Now, the item price column contains $signs. We remove those and convert the entire column to floating point numbers so we can do math with them later. We also save the cleaned data to a new CSV file called ordersclean.csv just in case we want to reuse it later or inspect it manually. We convert the data frame into JSON format. First as a raw string, then we parse that string into a Python list using JSON loads. Finally, we format it again using JSON dumps for pretty printing. Now let's get into the database part. We access the test schema and create or reuse a collection named chip orders. Each dictionary in our list gets added as a document in the collection using add and execute. To confirm our data is stored, we use find and fetch all to get all documents back from the collection. Each document includes a system-generated ID, which we remove for clean output. We use keys to extract each field and create cleaned copies of the documents. And here's the result, a nice clean list of dictionaries ready for reporting, visualization, or deeper analysis. This is a great example of how Python and MySQL DevOps work hand in hand to automate data cleaning and storage. Right now you are seeing a table with all the variables in this program. I am going to explain one by one as they appear in the code. More on this later. What you see now is the orders data frame after being cleaned. The data frame looks like a spreadsheet build with rows and columns. Result is a string that contains all the information from the orders data frame. Parsed is a Python list of dictionaries. Every dictionary is built with 5 key value pairs. Final is another string that contains all the dictionaries built with the dataset. Data is a list of MySQL objects known as db-docs. Every db-doc represents a generic document in JSON format. DocDict is a dictionary with 5 elements with the information of a row from the data frame. Clean data is another list of dictionaries ready to be stored inside a collection in MySQL. Thank you for watching this video. Please don't forget to subscribe and give a like. In this way I can continue uploading more videos like this.